zebra stripes, tigers, and some horses. Bar, bro, these say I'm adorable. Paid him for like Harlem, drop business while we serving. Better week, he won't make it. Keep going on some was poppin' currents. Gucci online, say she want a fluffy puppy. Me, I got a no Amazon searching slush machine. She got on Bottega person feet, look like bamboo leaf. You know I'm a can't call me your majesty. She say I'm the man in her dreams. I'm her fantasy. You know you ain't find nothing. Boy, stop asking about it. You might catch little bro ballin'. He Bryce Maxwell. Thought she was gonna be my Valentine. Better look next year. Watch me in this big blue. Watch me only good and cooking. Watch Matilda. Watch me drive the form with my kneecap. Before they close the goodness, he took my swag to Woodward. I gotta keep that boy my only good look. All the love.
And now ready to bring you some basketball action. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter.
There's always tension in the air when these teams face off. I love this atmosphere.
Yeah, they can say what they will about this being just another game. You can see it in their eyes. This is different.
Nembhard outside. Wagner with a steal. Here's Banchero. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam.
For a young player, Banchero has tremendous footwork in the post. He stays in balance and puts defenders in awkward spots.
Well, Grant, at 6'10", 250, Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Halliburton. And he drops it in from the low post.
And I appreciate how confident Halliburton is. For a guard, he handles himself well and deep.
Siakam, right side. On the wing, Nembhard. Lets it go from deep. Siakam, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Tipped.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on, improving his ability to knock away shots.
Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Siakam outside. Pass to Halliburton. 5 to shoot. Back to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
It's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
The three from Suggs. And another miss by Orlando.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Nesmith with it. He's picked up by Banchero. Halliburton right side. Pass to Siakam. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carter.
Substitution on the court.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And there it is for him.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
And here's Indiana now. Orlando making their last shot. Halliburton draws the double. 6 on the shot clock. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Yeah, 2 tough points by Halliburton. Mixing it up down low.
Pass to De Silva. 3-pointer off the mark. Pacers leading by 4. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The
The Magic are building something. Paolo Banchero said, quote, "It's been a long time coming. The fans have been waiting for the Magic to be good and to be challengers, even contenders. There is a lot of excitement in the city right now. We're just building and feeding off of that. Back to you guys."
They've got their fans fired up. All right, thank you, Allie. Jones from outside. The rebound by Jackson. Pass to Halliburton. Siakam looking it over. Back to Halliburton. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Magic trailed by 6. Outside Jones to the middle. Taken away! And stolen by Jones. Here's Wagner.
Well, look, Mo Wagner is a big guy, almost 7 feet. So I love it when he takes it near the hoop.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
So Orlando going with an almost entire new group here. And the dunk by Wagner.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Orlando making some changes. Indiana shooting their first free throw this game.
You know, between his skills, his motor, and his physical ability, Walker came into the league more ready for the NBA than most first-year guys.
Pass to Halliburton. With 1 on the clock. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Pacers leading by 5. And we'll get the Pacers 12. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on it.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Halliburton with the ball. He's picked up by Banchero. And stolen by Banchero. In transition. Walker on the double team. Orlando moving the ball around. It's rebounded by Indiana. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. The 3 from Suggs. That one's off. He's 1 for 6. Indiana leading. Here's Huff. Puts it in off the killer crossover. Huff's gotten his 2nd bucket.
And look at the vision from Halliburton. Love seeing ball movement like this.
And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
Substitution on the court.
2nd quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Howard. Back to Black. Fires from deep. The rebound by Jackson. Indiana leading by 4. And here's McConnell. Clock is at 3. With some arc. It's rebounded by Batase. There's the steal. McConnell outside. With the teardrop. Got a hand on it. And they'll keep possession. Pass to Shepard. 6 to shoot. Indiana needs to get off a shot here. Second chance shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And the call will be against Benedict Mathurin. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Black. Here's Howard. Back to Black. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Well, sometimes you got to create room for yourself. And that's exactly what Black does with that pick and roll.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
1:33 left to play in the first half. Here's De Silva. Indiana with a rebound.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Siakam outside. On the wing, Mathurin. Beyond the arc. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Now it's a 7-point Pacer lead. Down low. Here's Howard. And that one drops. Howard's got his first 2 points of the night.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pass to Mathurin. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession.
Substitution on the court.
Pacers leading by 5. McConnell looking around. Inside. Just 5 on the clock. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Howard.
Substitution for your Magic. Number 3.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half of this game. And here's Shepard for 3. Jones grabs the board. Orlando with the ball. Outside Bane. Puts up a deep 3. Shoots over Shepard. Siakam pulls down the board.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
To the inside. Orlando grabs the miss. The 3 from Bane. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Pacers out in front, up by 5.
The Pacers.
Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Yeah, the superpower for Siakam is his versatility. He plugs a lot of holes on both ends.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Paolo Banchero is trying to become more vocal. He said being the best player on the team, you've got to speak up. You can't ever be quiet because at the end of the day, I'm a high-Q player. I see the game really well. I'm not out there talking the game. It's doing everyone a disservice. Back to you.
Outstanding. Allie, we appreciate the report. Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. Some nice passing by Indiana here. And stolen by Suggs. He launches a 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Shooting off the catch is the core of Bane's game, but he can do so much more.
To the paint. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Wagner Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Wagner's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, good play, good execution, and Wagner puts on the finishing touch.
Pass to Nembhard. Three-pointer. That shot is off.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
And the basket by Bane.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
The three from Suggs. That's in. Coming off an assist from Banchero. And now a three-point Magic lead.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Halliburton. Here's Jackson. And the layup is good.
Isaiah Jackson.
Jackson's got 8.
Great dime by Halliburton. Remember, he's led the league in assists.
And Banchero no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. So both teams changing it up here. Indiana trailing here. Pass to Walker. Here's Shepherd. Black defending. Halliburton outside. Clock at 6. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Pass to Huff. Blocked! And here's Black. Now Jones, defended by Halliburton. From downtown, and Jones, good for 3. 5 points in the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Huff. Here's Halliburton. It's stolen by Matazze. In transition, the Magic on the run.
Well, you see how well Black can get up the court. He just glides out there. An excellent athlete.
Pass to Walker. Some solid D from Matazze. Orlando leading by 4. The 3. Right wing. It's picked off. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Outside Walker. Pass to Halliburton. Down low. 4-3. He got it. Halliburton nails the 3.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Orlando ahead, up by 1. And 4th quarter.
33.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And Halliburton has got the ball here for Indiana. Pass to Shepherd. Back to Halliburton. And it's Bane with the rebound. Orlando leading. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
In transition, Banchero already knows to turn on the Jets. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense to catch up on him at all.
And here's Shepherd for 3. Here's Orlando. The 3 from Suggs. Offensive rebound. Puts up a 3. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist. And the Magic lead by 6.
Well, it's great to see Suggs become more and more confident as a jump shooter.
Back to Walker. To the wing, right side. To the middle. And he banks in the layup.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have.
Wagner for 3. And he stays with it. Shoots over Mathurin. That one's wide left.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Huff. Offline with a 3. Magic leading by 4. Outside Bane. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. So both teams making some changes here and keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Orlando.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
Here's Wagner. Stolen by Siakam. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Halliburton fires. He drills the wide open jumper.
Important points. Tyrese Halliburton, always ready to take the big one.
Now Wagner.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. Banchero! Oh, they get a hand on it. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Oh, he jammed it!
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Suggs! The 3 is off.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Bane. It's good from beyond the arc.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the 4th, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Nembhard with it. He's picked up by Banchero. Jackson, left side. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
And that could really be the game-changing moment.
I agree. What a turn of events.
That might be the play of the game.
Wagner. Siakam outside. Jackson. And he slams it down.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time clutch.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Bane fires. The triple drops.
Well, that's a huge bucket in a pressure-packed moment. You can see why this team trusts Desmond Bane.
24 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Siakam.
And this is why the team relies on Siakam. In the big moments, you can trust him with the shot.
And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
They trail by 3. Oh, the long ball, no good.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
Ime makes the first of 3, and that brings him within 2 here. He makes the second free throw, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that ties this game up.
Well, this is what he does. When you need him to come through, he answers the call.
Banchero. The free is in.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What's the best strategy for him?
They need to find a 3 fast, a zero hesitation look. Tough, but not impossible.
So it's the Magic taking the W in a close one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that'll do it, folks.
I feel right now. You say it's just a. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I lied to way before I had you right in someone.